World War II, the Pacific. American forces are fighting Japan. Every radio message gets intercepted. Every code gets broken. Americans are losing. But then the US military tries something new. They create a code that Japan cannot break, ever. The secret? Use a language almost nobody in the world speaks, Navajo. This is the story of the Navajo Code Talkers, the Native Americans who created an unbreakable code and helped win World War II. Welcome to Age of Stories. Today we're talking about one of the most amazing stories from World War II. Most people don't know this story, but these men saved thousands of American lives. In this video, you'll learn why America needed a new code, how Navajo became a secret weapon, what the Code Talkers did in battle, and why Japan could never crack the code. This is a story about courage, intelligence, and using your culture to save your country. Let's dive in. World War II starts in 1941. America fights Japan in the Pacific Ocean. Islands like Iwo Jima, Guadalcanal, Okinawa. In war, communication is everything. You need to tell your troops where to attack, where the enemy is, where to send supplies. But there's a big problem. Japan intercepts every radio message. They listen to everything. America uses codes, secret codes, numbers and letters that mean different things. But Japan breaks these codes fast, sometimes in hours. When Japan knows your plans, soldiers die. Battles are lost. It's a disaster. American military leaders need a new idea, a code that Japan cannot break. Then someone has an idea. What if we use a language instead of a code? The Navajo are Native Americans. They live in the southwestern United States, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah. The Navajo language is very special, very complex, completely different from English or Japanese. No written alphabet, only spoken. Almost nobody outside the Navajo Nation speaks it. In 1940, only about 30 non-Navajo people in the world could speak Navajo, and none of them were Japanese. Navajo is nothing like English or Japanese. Different sounds, different grammar, different structure, extremely difficult to learn. Even if Japan recorded a Navajo message, they couldn't understand it. They had no Navajo speakers, no Navajo dictionaries, nothing. A man named Philip Johnston had an idea. He grew up on a Navajo reservation. His parents were missionaries. He spoke Navajo in 1942. He proposed the idea to the Marine Corps, use Navajo speakers as code talkers. The Marines were skeptical, so Johnston brought Navajo speakers to demonstrate. They sent messages in Navajo. The Marines were amazed. They couldn't understand anything. They approved the program immediately. In May 1942, the first 29 Navajo men joined the Marines. They became the original Code Talkers. Their job? Create a military code using Navajo. They had to create Navajo words for military terms. But Navajo doesn't have words for tank, submarine, bomber, grenade. So they got creative. They used Navajo words for animals and nature. Tank equals turtle hard shell, moves slow. Submarine equals iron fish swims underwater. Bomber equals buzzard bird that drops things. Grenade equals potato round, explosive. They also created an alphabet code. A equals Aunt Navajo word, Walachi. B equals bear Navajo word, shush. C equals cat Navajo word, Mosey. The Code Talkers had to memorize everything, every word, every code, every translation. No written notes allowed, too dangerous if captured. They also trained for speed in battle. Messages must be fast. The Code Talkers went to battle. They fought in Guadalcanal, Iwo Jima, Saipan, Okinawa, and many other islands. Their job during battle: receive orders in English, translate to Navajo code, sent via radio, other Code Talker receives it, translates back to English, delivers to commanders. Before Code Talkers, decoding a message took 30 minutes. With Code Talkers, decoding took 20 seconds. In battle, those extra minutes saved lives. Battle of Iwo Jima, 1945. One of the bloodiest battles in the Pacific. 6 Code Talkers worked non-stop. They sent and Received over 800 messages, 0 errors. Major Howard Connor said, "Were it not for the Navajos, the Marines would never have taken Iwo Jima. Japan had excellent code breakers. They broke American codes before, but they couldn't break Navajo." Why it was unbreakable? 1. Nobody in Japan spoke Navajo to. Navajo has no written form, can't use dictionaries. 3. The language is extremely complex. 4. The code changed and evolved. 5. Even capturing a code talker wouldn't help. They'd never reveal it. Japanese code breakers recorded the messages. They analyzed them. They tried everything. Nothing worked. They had no idea what language it was. Some thought it was a made-up language. The Navajo code was used throughout the entire war. Thousands of messages sent. Messages decoded by Japan. 0. It's the only code in modern military history that was never broken. After the war ended in 1945, the code talkers came home, but they couldn't tell anyone what they did. The program was classified. Top secret. The code might be needed again. For 23 years, they stayed silent. Their families didn't know. Their communities didn't know. In 1968, the program was finally declassified. The code talkers could finally talk about it. Recognition slowly came, but it took decades. In 2001, the original 29 code talkers received the Congress Ional Gold Medal, America's highest civilian honor. Only 5 of the original 29 were still alive to receive it. Total code talkers during WW2, about 400. Survivors today, 2026, very few remain. Lives saved, impossible to count, but thousands. The code talkers proved something important. Native American cultures have value. Indigenous languages are powerful. Diversity makes America stronger. Today, memorials honor them. Their story is taught in schools. The Navajo Code Talkers, young Native American men who used their language to create an unbreakable code. They fought in the bloodiest battles of the Pacific. They saved countless American lives. They never got captured. They never revealed the code. And Japan never broke it. Not once. The Unbreakable Code. If this story inspired you, subscribe to Age of Stories. We post new videos every day. Stories about American and Canadian history that deserve to be remembered. Next video, the president who survived 5 assassination attempts. You won't want to miss it. The Navajo Code Talkers, heroes who saved America by speaking their native language. Never forgotten.